What's going on? It's Saturday. It's backtest time. I'm gonna throw up this random day. Friday. Okay, well that's cool. And we're gonna do a random pair. New Zealand US dollar on Friday. Well, we do know there was news on Friday, so this will be interesting. Let's remove any drawings. We haven't done this, so let's go ahead and do 430. And let's see, it's backtest helper set up for today. It is, that's good. All right, let me turn off the front and here we go. So right now we just ran the high, so I'd count this as a liquidity grab. Overall, we're pretty bullish, but we do have some wicks under here and some areas we can run if we reverse from here. But overall, I'm definitely bullish on this pair right now. And if we want to incorporate the trend lines, I do see one coming from here that we could be respecting. So we'll keep that in mind. If we wanted to make a channel around it, we could do something like this. And then basically, if we're thinking bullish, basically we'd be bullish from pretty much right where we're at, or right where we just bounced from. But if we're thinking bearish, then of course I'd be bearish at least down to here. Right, so let's see what happens. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Got all this stuff drawn. We're in this bullish uptrend, potentially pushing higher, but we've tapped on this trend line 3 times now. So I do count the initial point, the origin point that it's drawn from, as a tap. So the way I've been kind of trading these is it becomes weaker, and plus we just broke a 1 minute trend line here, so I would probably say that we do run a little bit lower right now. So let's keep going, let's keep playing it out, let's see if we do run lower or if we come higher. It should be interesting because we just basically spiked off of this and we started pushing back up. Looks like buyers are still in control here. So right now, the way that this is going, I'm gonna be mostly bullish. I just want to see some good entry signals. Haven't had any entry signals, just a lot of, we came down and then now we came back up again. Now we're at the highs, and basically, like, if we saw this as a full range here, this would be the first area we'd buy from, but you can see there's a lot of missing price between where we left a gap when we came down, essentially. So there's a gap in here, and we wanted it to touch all the way down. We did not touch all the way down, but we also don't want to take a sell right now because there's just not enough bearish pressure to warrant a sell. So I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, so now we're tapping back in here. I don't want to take the first bullish candle, so we'll just wait. And I do realize that there is news in about 30 minutes, 30 candles here. So we'll just keep waiting. We'll let all this stuff play out. Remember, we do expect a low to be put in here still. So see what happens. Looks like we bounced possibly off of this here. If this keeps happening, I think what I'm going to say is this trend line is definitely getting weaker and I want to sell. And where would I want to sell from? Well, somewhere up here. So let's see, if we get a rejection from somewhere up here, I might take a risky entry. I'll wait for one more candle. Okay, so this is a pretty large candle, but we didn't break the high of this push here. So I'm gonna enter on this. We still have a little bit of time to the news, so I don't think it's like a terrible entry. I think it's a little bit risky for sure, but it's not horrible. We'll sell down to this area here. Oh, looks like we got in a little too early. Let's see what happens. Just the trend is still holding, so we'll just keep going. And there we go. So, you know, I waited a little bit, let the suspense play out. But I'm still bearish on this for some reason. Like, because we broke this, I still think that basically one of these two areas of supply will hold, either this one or this one. So if it's got to be this one, I will still take a chance from here. I don't want to miss the sell on this. So let's see what happens. One thing I'm worried about is that we're a few minutes from the news. We do have a bearish candle, like one that I've been looking for, so maybe because we're so close to the news, I'll put like a 2.5 pip stop loss up here, just to give it a little bit of room to wick and then play around. Because I don't want to just get taken out. But we're gonna sell down to this area of demand here. This is risky because it is counter trend. And it just went against us again, so unfortunately that's what happens. You're taking these risky trades. Alright, so here's the news, and wow, okay. Well, we were right, just from the wrong area, so I think what I'm gonna do is, since we just ran this and we had a nice wick, I might take an entry here. This is pretty risky because it's still within the news candle, but I do think we can get a 1 to 3 here. And there we go. So that's pretty nice. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I'd take that in real life, but like the reason I wanted that is because we were in our area of demand where we thought we'd bounce from, and well, let me just 1 to 3. There you go. And basically we had this long wick showing rejection from the bottom. We had this long wick here. Usually for these inner wicks, they get cleared out. So that's why I took that trade. I don't think I want to sell from the top here, though. Just because we broke above this with a candle body. So that's not my thing right now. But I will take a buy from possibly this area of... Basically, we're doing a support and resistance trade at this point, if I buy here. So I'm going to take another chance at a buy right here. And this is probably going to get run, unfortunately. Let's see what happens. Okay, well. I feel this feels dirty. This feels like a dirty backtest. I might not even post this. I don't know. This is, I feel like I'm taking advantage of the momentum in this market. Like this doesn't feel like a clean backtest. There's no educational value here. Maybe some entertainment value. So we keep pushing up. Let me check where we could push up to, because you know we want to see if we can catch some kind of reversal on the backside of this. So I'll probably say around here is where we could reverse. And then, yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of wait. We could take another entry. We could take another entry from below here. So maybe something like this when we come back into here, if we come back into here. I don't want to enter on that. It's too close to the highs. This is something that we could use for a buy. We could come to here now, possibly. If we get a nice rejection candle out of this, I'll take it. Yep, but we're just falling now, so that's okay. Didn't need to worry too much. Hopefully we get something out of this, maybe a wick. Nope. Okay, so since we wicked under this, it looks like we are, or since we traded under this, it looks like we're trading here in this area of demand. So let's make a note of that. What I'm looking for now, because we're correcting, is basically a little mini pullback to let us in the trade, and then a break of the highs. So that'd be a good mini pullback and a break of the highs. Let's take this entry here. It's kind of risky because we left behind some missing price here. So maybe I'll put my stop loss at 5 pips, just a little under, so it gives the chance for the chance for a wick to fill, and then we can go up to our area of supply here. Oh, looks like we might get taken out. So we knew that was risky. We'll take one off the board for that. I'm still looking for a bounce though. So we got the long inner wicks, we got the wicks on the bottom. We didn't break any highs last time, but I think this is low enough where we could take a chance here. So we'll do this, and then we'll just trade it up to the area of supply. 1 to 4 if it runs, why not? And we just got run. So take another one off the board. Not very much in the zone after taking advantage of that upward momentum. So now we're pushing lower. We could be trading back down into here somewhere, or we could be shifting bearish. I didn't trade any US pairs per se on Friday or any day this week. I traded indices, which I guess could be considered kind of a US pair. Once again, because of this whole thing, we're still in this bullish range. I do want to take an entry here based off of this quasi. So we'll still take it up to this zone if we can. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, well, if that's going to do that, then we'll just go for 1 to 5 then. Okay, well, oh shoot, I didn't even see that. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even look at this news. I saw this news. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm off my game today. I'll just let it run. Let's see what happens. If this comes back all the way to break even, let it be. Let it, so be it. I'm not feeling like this. Like I said, this feels like a dirty session just based off of how I got the first 2 wins on this. So, put my stop loss at break even here. If it comes all the way back, let it. So be it. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, we push higher. I'm really not happy with this. Like, I feel like I need a shower after this backtesting session, because like I just feel like this is not a thing. I feel like I got lucky on this, first of all, and then like this was a gamble for sure. Like I feel like I'm winning through mistakes, you know. And I like normally so like this is the type of stuff I'll do during like a US Open sometimes, just because like basically I've been only trading US 30, and I've been training my eyes on really volatile moves pretty much, and these type of risky moves are the ones that I've been profiting on, and I'm just like to do it in backtesting, it seems a little dirty. Let's get to the next 15-minute candle and see what happens. I got a message here. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm ordering some food, some groceries. I just want to see, like, what I'm getting. You know, Instacart, they'd be changing everything, no? Like everything. Okay. Anyways, so let's bring back the trend lines. Let's get a little bit more stable now. We do have this upward trend here. It's breaking. When an upward trend breaks, we usually do like to see a new high first before dropping, or an attempt to make a new high. So let's see what we got here. There's already a lot of volatility in the market, so honestly, let's remove this stop loss thing first of all, and we'll mark out an area of, let's just do this as the whole area of demand. Basically, this would be one of the areas like that we'd come back up to run a new high, make a new high. So let's see what happens. If we break higher, I might enter. So let's take an entry off of this. This is pretty risky just because we had a nice, like, these are 3 bars to the downside. I feel like this just get the lows get run here, but I mean, why not? If we're gonna make a new high, we gotta make a new high, right? Let's see what happens. Listen to your heart though, huh? Look at this chop. We don't want to be in this trade anymore. I should break even. This is like the worst trade of the day, isn't it? Market's all tired from like doing everything like all this. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, we're dipping into our red zone here. I don't like the way that I don't like the cut of your jib, market. Let's do a -1. Yeah, I mean, I was okay with taking that just because, like, we've already... yeah, never mind. I already complained enough. Let's keep going. This is the dirtiest back test. This is what I'm gonna call this video, the dirtiest back test, because this is actually, like, yeah, it's filthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So now we're in, like, this move here, pretty much. I assume that we break it soon. Like, I just don't know how we can hold it down from all this. Like, I don't know. It's very choppy. It's very slow. We're almost at our 11 o'clock time. It's going to be hard to find a trade here. The only thing that I can say is that I still want to see a buy from down here. So if nothing happens there, then oh well. But that's where I want it. That's what I want to. That's what I'm really looking for, because there's all this missing price here. This is the area of demand. I need to see it. And if we don't make it down there, then it's okay, because I don't really see, like, this is just, look at everything being so compressed, right? There's not really much that we can do with these trades. The only thing is, I do see a little bit of love for a sell right here. We have, you see this missing price? It's missing price right here, and then we have one up here too. So we just want to be cognizant of these two things. But other than that, I don't see anything. Because we do, remember, when we break one of these trend lines like this, we want to run the low, and we want to run the low down to here. So I'm perfectly fine taking another sell from somewhere in here. So I need another pullback and then another big candle to the downside. Ooh, I like that wick. Is that a trap? Is that wick a trap? Up, down, up, down. Okay, so I want another pullback and then another candle that breaks the low of the previous candle without breaking the high. We're not getting any pullbacks here that are significant for a drop. What are we playing off of now? We're right here in this one. Esto? Is that how you say it in Spanish? I don't know. Esta. I don't know. Okay, so we had a nice bearish engulfing. Let's see a little pullback and then one more bearish engulfing. Come on, baby. Let me get a bearish engulfing in here. Just a little baby one. There you go. Okay, so now this is what I want to enter on. Basically, this will be my right shoulder entry, and we will take this for a 1 to 3, possibly to close out the day. Let's see what happens. We're consolidating around our entry. Very, very bad. I always hate this type of price action, because usually this is the type of stuff that happens with it. Ooh, there was a lot of trades on this session. There's a lot of trades on this session, and I don't even know, like, what, we had 6 losses and 3 wins? That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, you dirty girl. Don't do it. Don't drop for me. Don't do it there. Not there. Not there. Don't do it. Don't make me sad. Don't make me cry, baby. Don't wake me up and make me cry. Just fully tell me that I'm wrong. I'm gonna keep clicking. We're already done. We're at our 11 o'clock session here. I'm gonna calculate it, and then I'm building suspense now. So we have 6 plus, that's 11R minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is that? 5R. Yeah. Yeah, it's 5R. Man, this is like, or is it 6R? I can't, yeah, I think it's 5R. I don't know. Someone can correct me, but let's see what happens here. Let's see if you think she wigged me out and then decided to drop? Oh yeah, she did. She went right to my stop. She's like 1.9 pips, girl. What you doing? She wigged me out. She went right to my stop loss. So we were right, but from the wrong area. We should have waited for pullback, like an actual pullback, or we should have put our stop loss above the zone and just entered from this area somewhere. Because basically, you know, once the way a lot of times the way that I trade like trendline breaks is we know that we have to attempt to make a new high once we break it, right? But if we drop, when we fail to attempt to make that new high, well, it'd be from a zone of supply or a right shoulder or a head of a quasi, which this is the head, but it's too giant. And here's the right shoulder. We just wicked above it, so that's my criteria for it failing. And then that's how we should have entered. But I'm still kind of training my eyes on that. I just started incorporating trend lines, right? But it's been working out okay. I mean, 5R is fine for me. This was a dirty back test. I don't even like this back test. I am going to post it, I've decided, but I just don't like it. So yeah, we got wicked out, and then we drop to our area of demand like we thought? I know we run this low. Let's see. Y'all curious? So we ran a low just now, and then come on, baby, get down there. I don't think she's gonna get down there. Let's go to 15-minute. Look at what we were trading in too, though. This is like pretty choppy. I'm actually surprised we had a positive balance. Oh, okay, we didn't even get there. So we did run the low once we popped out of the trend line, but we did not. We didn't like do anything with it after that. We just kind of consolidated. So we were right just a little early. Unfortunately, you can see that 15-minute candle wick. Maybe if we had our stop loss, you know, a little bit higher, we would have been fine. Like I'm actually curious if I just like entered with this giant stop loss and I was in the zone, right? We go for 1 to 3. Oh, so I would have actually won that. I would actually won that. And it would only been 3 pips. So that was on me completely. I mean, that would have been on me anyways, but it would have been a nice win if I was paying a little bit more attention to what was going on. So anyways, that's New Zealand US dollar on Friday, July 15th. Probably the dirtiest back test, the filthiest back test I've done. Thanks for watching.